Good morning. It's Monday morning. We're in the middle of the pandemic. I thought it would be a good day to have one down in the history books, so when we look back, when Santino's watching these in 10 years. I don't know, some scary shit, and I don't understand any of it. I don't understand, the bailout thing actually pisses me off. I wish that we, as Americans, had a chance to all vote for whether we wanted to bail those fuckers out or not, because so far, every single person that I've talked to about it doesn't want to give the airlines or the cruise ships a dime. The cruise ships, I guess, more so for, I understand the need for the airline for us to have the society that we have. I don't need it personally, but I see the need for it. Cruise ships are literally to go and have a party and drink with your friends. There's no other benefit to having cruise ships. So why the fuck would we bail the cruise ships out? Do you know what I mean? I don't understand that. We need to use taxpayer money. That would be like using taxpayer money to bail out Disney World, right? If Disney World's not working out, then they need to go out of business as far as I'm concerned. We're gonna pay for people to be able to go on a fucking vacation? A disgusting vacation on top of it. And when stuff like this does happen, don't we learn from it? Maybe we're not supposed to have cruise ships in this day and age, right? Petri dishes out in the middle of the fucking ocean. Hello, everybody, you wanna maybe pay attention to this? Let's bail them out. Give them tons of money. They can clean the ships out, send them back out, and then the next time we get one of these pandemics, we'll be in the same fucking disaster that we're in. I don't know. If it were me, I think they should put the money into making the planes so that everybody sits 6 feet apart on them. So you're not sitting on somebody's fucking lap. Whatever. Yeah, they declared the emergency down here. So now it's only essential personnel. But essential personnel, I would have thought essential personnel were like people that worked at the hospital. No, it's people that work at banks. It's people that work in grocery stores. It's people that work at gas stations. It's people that work at doctor's offices. So who's closed? I guess retail is closed. You can't go buy a shirt. You can't work as a bartender. You can't paint somebody's nails. You can't cut their hair. So basically all you're doing is you're taking the lowest income people who literally work for tips and you're making them not be able to work. But the rest of us get to go in and suffer through. The doctor's office thing, I don't get at all. I truly just don't understand it. So, and I'm gonna see what happens because of course my two doctors can't agree on anything. You know, Rush yesterday has texted me that maybe we need to close and only work half days. And then Reddy's already with the argument of why that's not going to work. And I'm just not fighting with them. They can do whatever they want. The truth is I'm the only full-time person there. That's what Rush was like, well, maybe we can close, Reddy, maybe we can close half days, but we'll just leave somebody there to answer the phones. Well, that's me. So really you mean you two are only going to work here half days. I'm going to be. But the truth of the matter is, if we don't have patience and stuff like that, I don't care if I'm at the office. If I'm there all by myself, answering the phone, I can watch TV and, you know what I mean, push around paperwork, get collections done. It's having the fucking people, the doctors and the patients there that's a pain in the ass. The thing is, Ruddy's never gonna leave. Because if Ruddy were to leave, he'd need to go home. And his wife, Tammy, is a real estate agent, so she's sitting home already, and he doesn't want to be home with her. I think Rush is being realistic because he takes trauma call, and I picture him at the hospital once this starts ramping up, because I think it's going to start ramping up pretty quick, not being able to get away from the hospital, because I think it's going to be all hands on deck. It's not going to matter what your specialty is. If there's a doctor and there's around and there's a hallway full of patients that need to be taken care of, I think you're going to see him having to do that. So I think he can see that in his future. Ruddy doesn't do that. Ruddy's got nothing to do other than sit and be up my fucking ass all day. So, I don't know. I picture me there 5 days a week with Ruddy sitting in the back annoying the shit out of me. And I think the patients will take care of themselves, because who's going to want to come into the doctor's office unless you literally have a broken bone? And how many of them can we have, right? We'll get those done in the morning. I don't know. And then watching like the press conferences and stuff, I'm almost glad in a way I'm away from that today. I don't understand how anybody in the world can support anything about Trump after this. He's like a fucking retard. Watching him have to read numbers was like, I literally was thinking to myself, did he go to school? Like, what is going on around here? Nobody hates Mike Pence more than I do on a personal level, but at least when he speaks, like, he comes off like he has a clue. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like Trump, to me, is just bundling. He would have been better off to hand this off to Pence and then step away. Let Pence either take the credit for it or take the fall for it. Either way. But at least it wouldn't be on him, because I think this is going to end up reflecting badly on Trump, even for stuff that probably shouldn't. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Yesterday, I did nothing. I didn't sew a thing. I didn't paint anything. I didn't watch a single thing of all the things. I still have an outsider that I should watch. I think I have 3, actually. I think I have 3 outsiders. I wanted to watch that Little Fires Everywhere thing. What else was I going to? I didn't watch any of them. Yesterday, I went jogging in the morning, and then I made breakfast, and then I laid down and took a 2.5 hour nap. And then I woke up, and then yesterday on Turner Classic, they had on Pharaoh movies, which I don't know if you even like those, but I can get someone. So, and one of my favorite ones on it's with Joan Collins. I don't know the name of it. I should find the name of it. We should watch it. So I should put it on that list that we're supposed to be making. But it's Joan Collins, and she's really, really, really young. So it's this pharaoh, and he's in Egypt, and he has all the gold. And so he needs to build a tomb that nobody can get into. So the guy that he has taken as a slave figures out that what they'll do is they make a tomb. They make the tomb in the pyramid, but they put them on stilts, and they fill the things with sand. And so when he shows them what it is it's a bottom box and a top box, and there's 4 pieces of wood holding the top box up. And what they do is they crash the thing, and as the sand starts running out, the top piece lowers down until it hits the thing, and then it's sealed forever. So he builds a whole pyramid like that. So, and they do it for years and years and years. So he's the prince, whatever he is in Egypt. He has all the gold, and he has a wife and a son. Well, he falls in love with a young girl years after they start building the pyramid, and that's Joan Collins. And she comes and she sees all of his gold and stuff. So she teaches the little boy, his son with the first wife, how to play the little flute. But knowing that what that's going to do is draw the rattlesnake to the little boy. So when it does, the mother, the first wife, to protect the boy, jumps on top of the rattlesnake, and she gets killed. So now Joan Collins is the only wife left. So now she would be queen if the husband gets killed. So then she gets her lover to try and kill the husband, and he tries to, but he doesn't kill him. He just hurts him really badly. So all this stuff happens, but they end up taking him to the tomb, and she's going to become queen once he's buried. And in order to get him buried, she has to go and okay them to, close the tomb down. So what they do is they get her in the tomb, and then she says, start the proceedings. And then they go around and they knock all the things. And as the sand starts pouring out, it closes his tomb. But then the walls of the pyramids start closing. So she gets closed inside with him and the money. And she's freaking out at the end. She's like, please, no, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. But it's fabulous. They have all the weird makeup on, and they have the most fabulous outfits. And when he makes the, I don't know what they would be called back then, but they must be the, what are they called here? The jokers, are they? The things that if you were royalty, they would perform for you and stuff. The ones in this are fabulous. They're black, dark black people, and they wear feathers, and they dance around, and they have little duck faces on. Absolutely fantastic. But anyway, so I sat and watched that. I think that was 2.5 or 3 hours long. And then by the time I was done that, the press conference was on. So we, of course, sat and watched the whole press conference, because Raphael gets obsessed with it. And watching stuff with him like that is so annoying, because he'll rewind it to rehear what did they say. And I'm 400 times, and it's annoying the first time. So by the 400th time, I'm truly annoyed. Anyway, I'm pulling into work. It's I hate coming here now. It's I'm literally just stuck in this fucking office for 8 hours. I don't even get to leave to go to lunch now. I literally just sit there for 8 hours. So I have my bagel with my egg and my piece of ham. I'm going to make a breakfast sandwich, and then I'm going to have a meeting with the doctor about what do we want to do, which is going to be nothing. It's going to be a complete fucking utter waste of my time. And then I brought a piece of leftover chicken for lunch. So I'll just sit at my desk and eat a piece of chicken. I don't know. I guess what I'm hoping when I update you later is that they decide to only work in the mornings, because we're going to be so slow. Does it make sense to pay Barb to be there all day long if we could just pay her for the mornings? I think we should be open from like 9 to noon, and then at noon everybody should just go home. And then I can just sit and answer the phones, or what I would really prefer is that I can transfer the phones to my cell phone. I need to find out if there's a way that I can, with our old phone company, we used to be able to transfer the phones on the computer. You would like log into your account, but I don't think the system, when we were trained on it, at least the new phone system didn't have that. But I wonder if there's a way to call, like if I can call the phone company, be like, can you transfer the phones to this phone number? I don't know, at this point in my life, it would almost be worth it for me to transfer them from the office, go home and work for the afternoon, run back, transfer them to service at night, just so I'm not having to sit at the office by myself all afternoon. But like I said, if that's what it comes down to, as long as I'm alone, I guess I'm okay with it. Whatever. I still don't get what's going to happen. I mean, there's no way we're going to do this for the next 6 to 8 months. So, right, what are they saying, 18 weeks or whatever. Even the best case scenarios is a lot longer than 2 weeks. And we're already 1 week over, right? Haven't we already done the first week? So after this week, they're going to send all of our asses back to work anyway. I honestly think, it's either that or we're not going to have a society, right? We won't have a running society. Anyway, I'm pulling in. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your time off.